Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Portal. What have they got in store for
The
me?
vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Puzzle 17. Only 2 more puzzles after this one. This puzzle, I'm gonna spoil a little bit, is its own little mini story. Notice it is giving us a weighted companion cube, not a storage cube. It has hearts on it. Actually not a cube, too. If you notice, there are rounded edges for physics reasons, so it doesn't stand on its edge and go crazy. So it's not actually a cube. And the Talos principal actually points this out quite funnily, and they go, it looks like a cube to me, and they go, no, really, actually the rounded edges means it's a hexagon. And so the whole game, it calls it a hexagon.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
All the hearts here. Let's see, how can I get this so it rotates? I want the hearts to be the right orientation. I can't figure it out. It kinda sucks. So, interesting puzzle here because we're not doing anything really with portals. We're just gonna use this cube and remind the player that he can jump up on things. And if he moves the cube around, he can jump up on the cube. Your jump height is high enough to hit a cube. And from that cube, you can jump up to this next, to a too high block. So, their design of these panels actually helps. The cube is a little bit above one height. We can't jump 2 heights of the panel. We can jump up on the cube, and from the cube we can jump up on that. So we can jump obviously a little bit higher than the height of the cube. Now this is what I'm talking about when they go crazy and will bounce around. So what I want to do is take this and run.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
2 emitters here. So, the companion cube will never threaten to stab me. Good to know. Oh, I don't know how to beat this. Now, I haven't pointed it out, but if you can place a portal, it will light up on this icon. So it's not lit up here. So I need to... I guess I just need to run. Nope, that didn't work. And they will go crazy.
The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
So I need to wait for it to blow up. There we go, it blew up. Walking on glass. We made it through, good. So just using the cube as a shield. It works for bullets, and it works for explosive things. And here we are in a slightly different area. Still the same puzzle. Puzzles are getting crazier and crazier. Now remember, I left that blue one at the end of the hallway where the emitter is. So in theory, this should have an energy pellet come out. There we go. If you didn't put it there, well, you would have just put it right here. So it wouldn't have been a big problem. Now, if we jump down, we may not be able to get back up. So, don't want to leave my cube alone. I want to take it with me. Remember, we can survive all falls. We wouldn't have survived this fall if we were playing as the Gordon Freeman. Here's a... Well, that's an interesting way to die. At least evidence now. Evidence that walking in front of a particle thing will kill you. Stupid. So there's a transmitter here and a receiver. Now, you'd think there's some simple or complicated trick here that maybe on this wall I can put a portal, do all that. Actually, no. You're just supposed to learn. This is all about learning what the cube can do for you. Ah. This is literally really how you solve it. You take this and you just bounce it. Nope.
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
Alright, so I've played Portal 1, I've played Portal 2, and when I went through this puzzle, in particular, I felt what they were implying was that they were cramming dead bodies of somebody inside these cubes. Or live bodies of somebody, per se, inside these cubes. And so, my thought still to this day, they could reveal at some point that that is absolutely true, but they haven't given any indication yet that there's human beings being trapped inside these cubes, and that's why it's saying if it speaks, don't listen to it. Here we are in another Ratman den. It says she's watching you. And then there's all these pictures of people with the cube picture, the companion cube on top of it. Our founder, September 1983, the girls of Aperture Science. And so, I can't read the scribbling. Dessert, the cake is a lie, some of that. We don't see who the founder is. He gets all these pictures. Where did he get a camera is the real question. Can you rip out these things and make a camera to take pictures of the companion cube all over the place? Not never, but now. Companion cubes. Stop watching. So just all kinds of craziness going on. Move this over a little bit. Not in cruelty, not in wrath. The Reaper, they come. The angels. This guy is totally crazy. Obviously crazy, this Ratman. He's been here probably not since 1983, but who knows. Then over here, So this is another one of his little dens. I could have crouched under here, but it won't get me through. It's not wide enough. So we would have had the portal either way, in and out of it. I was wrong. And he's taking all these guys and getting rid of them, hiding. So, a little bit more story being revealed there. We're gonna see little bits of the Rat Man and where he's been living for the rest of the game. But let's get back to puzzling. This is really odd puzzle here because you are gonna almost certainly die a few times just sitting here and bouncing at the pellet. It's not in keeping with the rest of the game, its mechanics. It's pretty strange. Alright. So I need to get a pellet all the way to this receiver, an energy pellet. And there are two buttons. There's one here and one here. And there's only one cube. There is a run button. I don't know what I set it as. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Let's put this here and put this here. We need another energy pellet. So put that there. And then jump down. So we see a transmitter through the portal. Is it shut off? It shouldn't be. Why is the transmitter all the way over here shut off? This is strange. I did not... For some reason, glitch in the game. We found a little glitch. This one shut off when this one was the one I got the pellet from before. It doesn't really matter. I guess maybe they did that intentionally so it would just be easier on you. But it really doesn't matter. I call it more of a glitch than, or an overreaction to a potential problem. So what I want this energy ball to do is cross. Let's see. I don't think I've got this down right. So see how the orange and blue is filled in on that surface and this surface? It also puts a little circle as to the last one you placed. I had never noticed that. So now I know for a fact that the last one I placed was an orange portal. This next one I would want to place would be a blue portal. So I'm going to stay out of this one's way this time. Instead, what I'm going to try and do is place this here. Hopefully, I'm hoping this goes over the top of the cube. Nope. I thought this is how I did it before. Deservedly dying here. And I thought I would beat this game completely without any deaths at all. This little proof I'm a little bit rusty as far as playing Portal. Barely made that one out alive. Fell through the floor a little bit there. Made it just in time. Timing. Strange puzzle. Again, a very strange puzzle very different from what we've been doing before. Now we've gotten all of these platforms raised. So we take the cube with us and we start jumping. Just a little bit of jumping. And I should be able to make this. Good. So we put the cube down.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
Emergency Intelligence Incinerator? That don't look good. Suppose I could...
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the Enrichment Center, Aperture Science employees, and all test subjects of any moral responsibility for the companion cube euthanizing process.
Oops. Oh, good. For a second I was going to be a little upset if we had to do this part of the puzzle again. May hear them repeat themselves a little bit. The voice repeat itself. Well, I got the cube up there. Very convoluted
You
layout.
did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
So if I take it off, I can't get to the room. So how are you supposed to push the button? You're supposed to push the button, then run and get the cube, and then...
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the Enrichment Center, Aperture Science employees, and all test subjects of any moral responsibility for the companion cube euthanizing process.
Alright, so click this, and then I probably should need to map that button, that run button. Bye-bye, cube.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
Yep. Now, I kind of wanted to jump down here and watch myself burn, but I don't want to listen to that sound, the voice talk, say the same things over again. So forget that. Maybe we'll find another opportunity in which I can burn myself alive for your amusement. Caution. That's what it says. And I did get killed by this door closing. This iris. And kind of a long puzzle. Strange layout. We did a lot with the companion cube. This is one puzzle, and we started just learning how to jump on the cube and move it all around. In theory, would we get another companion cube? It's worth checking out. Let's check it out. So at the very beginning was a companion cube dispenser. It's been a long journey since then, admittedly. But if one goes away, should not another come? There's one right there. You know what's really funny is I think we've trapped ourselves. Oh look, these weren't here before. It has pushed these stairs out to make it so I can jump up them. Interesting. So it knew and made a sneaky little way for me to continue. And this door would not have opened in any way until we got rid of the cube. I'm certain of it. This is part of the story. We say the end and the farewell to our companion cube. Really didn't have any real love for it, but when you think of my theory, which has never been, let me reiterate, never been confirmed or hinted at or documented anywhere by anyone else, but it's my own personal theory, is that they put people inside these cubes, and so I just burned a live person inside that cube. That's my own personal theory, and it makes this whole sequence a lot darker. Getting back to comparing it to the Talos Principle, never ever anything like this. Never a puzzle quite as complicated as this. Puzzles now are more complicated than what the Talos Principle would give you, and never a storyline of such a dark storyline of having this companion cube and using it and then having to euthanize it. It's all very silly, but they'll, to this day in 2015, this game came out in 2007, just as a reminder. Still, people that love the companion cube have little trinkets of the companion cube, would have t-shirts of the companion cube, and so it a lot of Portal has gotten into the gamer's lexicon and the gamer's memory. It's a beloved game. People will still be talking about it. Well, I suppose in 2 years that would be 10 years anniversary of Portal. It would not surprise me if in 2 years Portal came out and was remastered for a 10-year anniversary edition. Would not surprise me one bit. But people are still talking about it 8 years later. At least one person is, me. So that's it for this puzzle. I think this is puzzle 17, so we only have a couple more puzzles, but we still got a lot of the game to go. There's more after the puzzles. So let's wrap this up. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video because all that helps me out. If you want to friend me on social things like Twitter, Google+, Steam, or Battle.net, all that information is down in the description, so you can friend me there, and that's it. So have a good evening.